It gives our SCBA inventory, our hazardous materials inventory, and our confined space and high-angle rescue inventory. All of that you see there exceeds an amount of $50,000 that we have raised and paid for within our department. So the big question is, what exactly is Parsonsburg Special Operations Team going to do? Well, working in harmony with our local fire departments as we have when it comes to 3 or 4 ambulance calls in the district, or when it comes to running fires and you need additional equipment, you simply call for it. So we intend on being a resource to our other neighboring fire departments in Wycomico County and also different counties such as Sussex County and also Worcester County. The areas that we intend on focusing on, well first let's go to the overview of the Parsonsburg Special Ops team and also our department. We serve approximately 10,000 residents in about a 50 square mile radius, and also we have several target structures and hazardous material structures as well that we have defined within our district. Emergency response vehicles, that's self-explanatory there. You can see the different types of apparatus that we have. It includes our special ops trailer and the command unit. Emergency response personnel. It basically gives a breakdown of what you see. The 60 active firefighters that we have on roll, some of those have the hazmat tech, the hazmat operations, and so forth as it breaks it down there. With regards to emergency response personnel, we have 5 persons trained in weapons of mass destruction with the Department of Homeland Security, which is training that some of us are going to, I would say quarterly we go to. It's usually week-long training that we go down and some take EMS operations for weapons of mass destruction, and some take the technician level for weapons of mass destruction. The facilities, we currently operate out of 1 fire station, which is on Old Ocean City Road, and at this time our department has plans actually on paper for a new fire station. Right now it's going through the preliminary stages to see what our needs are going to be in, let's say, 20 years, so we don't have to do it again. Any questions so far about the overview of our department or what our mission is? The areas of service that we intend on providing, as I mentioned, weapons of mass destruction, hazardous materials response, confined space, and also low and high angle rescue. Each one of those disciplines are broken down after the operations chain of command in your brochure. If you notice that the high and low angle rescue, it states that our current training plan calls for more comprehensive training in this area. Before we go in service with that, we want to make sure that our guys that we have and girls that we have enough to fulfill that role in harmony with NFPA and OSHA standards. With that being said, hazmat, tech classes, and also confined space classes are something that we've had in Parsonsburg over the last year when we knew that this is something that we wanted to do. Some of our members have been in other trainings, so we've sent them to different classes, and we also have another one scheduled to come up. It's kind of, if you don't use it, you begin to lose it. Therefore, within the special operations, we have a training officer, and that training officer, we work very closely with our neighboring businesses, such as Purdue, to train with them on different areas, as well as with confined space, because that is one of our main target structures that we have within our first 2 fire districts. With that being said, the training program that we have every month from now until January of 2009, we know exactly what we're going to do that month. January 28th, which is a Monday, we're going to have a company come down and go over in detail exactly how to use different monitoring equipment that we have on our special operations trailer. If there's things that come up, training or drills with other neighboring departments, such as the Purdue Emergency Response Team or the City of Salisbury Fire Department, They've been calling. We go to drills and we will train together because that's really what it's about, working together as the fire service, but also to ensure that the citizens of Wycomico County are protected. Our current resources that we know that we have in Wycomico County with respects to decon are Delmar, Sharptown, and Willards, and also the city of Salisbury with special hazmat equipment as well. Dive, we have Sharptown, Westside, and Salisbury. Marine operations, we have Salisbury, Fruitland, Westside, Allen, and Sharptown. So we understand that each one of those disciplines are, in a way, special and they're more advanced than your typical fire call that you go on or your EMS call that you might run. So it takes more advanced training. So what we've done is we set up a resource list to know if we have a certain type of incidents within our first 2 fire district, who we can start to call immediately, let Central know what we need, and get them started over to us. Parsonsburg, we can't do it all. We need every fire department out there to support us, and we want to be there to support you guys. We need other special operations and technical rescue teams, such as the city of Salisbury and also the Worcester County Hazmat team. We look forward to working with them in order to accomplish our goal, and it all comes back to serving the citizens of Wycomico County. Any questions about the current resources that we mentioned or what areas of service we intend on? Our immediate goals, of course, is to go in service. That's a day that none of us can wait for. It's been meeting with our own department lawyer, sending things there to get approved, designing our standard operating guidelines, making sure that they all are in harmony with our company bylaws, with NFPA standards, and also with OSHA. Our long-range goals, of course, is to include others besides Parsonsburg members. If we have 15 people on a team and have the high-rise incident that we had, or the high-angle rescue we had at the Warwick Tower, there's no way that we can handle it. It's just not possible. We have to call Salisbury. We're going to have to call Worcester County. We're going to have to call, who knows, Maryland State Police, the helicopter, the heat team. So it's not just Parsonsburg, but we want to be a resource and have the resources that any of you in your first 2 fire districts may need. Any questions in reference to that? In your booklet here, you have the Special Operations Chain of Command. It basically breaks it down as how we're operating at this time. The yellow spots are areas that need to be filled. And actually, where it says members, we didn't list all of our members that have decided to specialize in certain disciplines. However, they are there, but these can be filled by just the others besides the Parsonsburg Fire Department. If you notice under my name there, it says 650. The Wycomico County Chiefs Association, after meeting and discussing it, Wycomico County has approved the 650 through 59 series to operate for any Wycomico County Fire Department that wishes to designate their special operations officer in that capacity. 650 to 659 is, you can use that for special operations numbers within your departments. So effective last night, I went to 650, which is weird saying that, and also Kevin Howard went to 652, and so we still have numbers that we can use up to 659. Any questions about that? Now it's time for your input. We know there's been talk, questions that you guys may have. Basically, we want to know how you guys want to participate with us and be involved, and how we can participate with your fire department or your agency.